My suggestion is that we'll go to this room and we'll head up onto the second floor, and we can take a look at how the meeting rooms fit. The second floor is in fact the original level of the old Congress Centre. That whole floor can house 6,000+ people at a time, 4,600 for dinner. The floor that we'll start out on is this multi-purpose, or rather the meeting room floor, which was the original level that only went to there in the old days, and we've built it all the way out over the new Colonel By. But post-construction during operation, this is where all the shows, boats, God knows what will come, be unloaded, and either taken up this ramp onto the second floor for the meetings, or taken down to the far end, to the west end of this project. You come through the front door and wander up these ramps or watch people heading up into the sky. That'll be very obvious from across and from around the town as you look into this building. So those dreams we had of having a very transparent and crystal-like form that would allow people to feel like they could come in and be welcomed. We've sent in rebars at about 20-foot centers that are about that size around, 30, 40 feet down into the rock. So this whole thing is tied together quite neatly from an engineering point of view. So each of those little round ports accept the branches in a way that helps create the curve both vertically and horizontally. So a compound, complex shape can come out of this. Each one of those members is different, and each piece of glass is of a different dimension. They weigh more or less 750, 780 pounds. And you can see how they're clipped then to each one of these struts. There's 8 or 9 clips in each case. So there's never a puncture through the glass. It's between the glass panels. And the glass panels then are joined together by something that looks a lot like the way your windshield would be put into a car. And then on top of it, there's a DuPont a caulking that's roughed around. So the outside is more or less like a big windshield of a car. This entire floor, I was telling you downstairs, is about 115,000 square feet of gross space. About 85 of that is rentable or usable space on which 6,000+ people can play. So a couple of things that are fun about this room, I'll just give you, we're in an 1.5 acres of space. From the floor to the underside of truss is about 36 feet, massive volume of countryside. And then finally, you can just see the little theater lights. So you can imagine when this room is set up for 4,600 for a dinner, you can almost have it look like there's a sky above it rather than these big gym lights.